Welcome to the Sleazy Podcast, the podcast about anything and everything, but mostly TV and movies. And now it's time to get sleazy.
All right, welcome back for another episode of the Sleazy Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Sleazy. This is episode 165. We made it this far, guys. Can you believe it?
It's wild.
Joining me is the one and only Mr. PBS.
Howdy.
And the man of 1001 excuses, Robzilla.
Hello.
We're going to get a shirt that, printed that has every excuse you've ever listed.
You got to make sure I put it on the back.
I'm going to start a TikTok like that guy that has the TikTok of, the women that complain about what icks them about certain guys.
That's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
He's got hundreds of items, that they've complained about, which is pretty much everything that
I hate
every
it when guys
does.
use their blinker.
yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah,
It gives me the ick.
I hate when the guys, they smile. I just don't know why they smile for.
Right. I hate long cargo shorts.
It's like, bitch,
I knew that one would get to you personally.
Oh man, I love my baggy cargo shorts.
Personal affront.
I just don't like wearing short shorts. I don't know about you. I don't want anything above my knees.
Yeah.
I don't mind, like mine's like knee length above the knee when I sit down. Like that's okay, but
That's
I
fine.
like, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
It just, I want them to my knee.
Yeah,
I don't.
I'm a near the knee guy.
I'm just not trying to pull the Tom Selleck and show my thighs and all that. Like, there's just something weird about that. And I feel
Hoochie
like,
daddy shorts.
yeah, I mean, I get some dudes may want to show their legs off, but I don't know. I guess we're from that time where it was just frowned upon. And if you were doing that, it wasn't a fun time for you.
Yeah.
I guess you could say.
Let's just say you're going to be bullied.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe that's just
Right. You better be playing a sport that requires
right. You better be playing soccer or something like that.
You better be doing track and field.
Nah, man, I like my baggy shorts. It is what it is. They're comfy. All right. So, how's everybody's week going?
It's going.
It's going.
I know you've been busy.
I have been extremely busy since last week. I've been pressing shirts since last Thursday. I finally completed that task today. So Nerdco has new shirts coming on Sunday at the Columbus Toy and Game Show.
CTS.
Yes, CTS, baby. At the Lauschie building, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Early buyers, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m.
The usual.
Yes. So come to the Nerdco merch booth and say hi to me if you hear this message before then. If not, you'll be able to go to shopnerdko.com and see the new shirts next week. But I got one on right now. It's a Friends-themed nerd shirt, if you can see it. Ugh, there we go.
Is that one with or without blood?
Yeah.
This one's without blood.
Okay.
For those of you that
Those are the limited editions.
Yeah.
The with blood.
With my DNA on it.
It's
Blood, sweat, and tears on that bitch.
yeah. Well, for those of you that aren't in on that inside joke, I was cutting the transfers out of the film, and the film sliced me, and I just didn't even feel it. I looked down, there's a bunch of blood on the transfers. I was like, oh shit.
He was playing the quote from Predator. I ain't got time to bleed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jesse
Like,
Ventura.
I don't have time for this shit. I had everything mapped out because by the time I get there, there's 2 hours for me to pretty much do work until Muzz closes the shop. I probably could have stayed, but I wasn't trying to stay and,
He'd be like, hey, lock up.
I still had other things to do after that. So, but I got it done. Rest assured, by golly, I got it done.
It's good.
Because you're the man.
Yep, I am
You're the man now, dog.
I am the man.
Well, you've always been the man.
But I think we got an okay show as usual. We just did our opening. Rob wants to talk about the Killer Klowns from Outer Space game that's coming up. I went and saw Barbie last night, and we're going to talk Lincoln Lawyer season 2 from Netflix, and the Pope's Exorcist premiered on Netflix this week too. So
yep.
We all watched that, and we're all going to talk about that towards the end.
And if we're lucky, Rob will get possessed live on the show.
Yes, that's right. That's what we're hoping for.
Gotta fuck you.
He's got the dumpster baby doll hair going.
Yeah, dude.
Go ahead, take your headphones off and show that bad haircut off for everybody. Look at that. It's just
it's worse.
He's
on
got
there,
like that Homer Simpson cartoon hair going up
Right.
top.
yeah, just gonna get the 3 like 4 of them there.
Yeah, like comb over your 3 hairs that are sticking up right there. You love when we make fun of you, don't you?
It's funny.
I like
It makes me feel good.
It's the heart of the show. It really is.
It makes me less depressed being made fun of.
So, and we're actually going to taste test this Mountain Dew Baja Passion Fruit.
Baja.
Baja.
I saw
Give me
this
a
in store.
Baja blast.
You guys ready?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm smelling it.
Cheers.
Calm down.
You were getting ready for going for a dive. You weren't smelling.
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
No.
What?
I think it throws me off when you say passion fruit punch. You're like, I don't know how that's gonna be.
Well, it just says passion fruit and then punch.
Oh, okay.
Passion fruit. What is passion fruit?
I'm not sure.
Exactly.
It's a very colorful fruit, I guess. I don't know. Oh, that's all I know.
It's a very colorful fruit.
Yeah.
Words to live by.
I'm going to Google it and see what comes up.
Or I might be thinking of dragon fruit. Colorful.
Robzilla, I'm gonna need you to.
Somebody's
fruit.
Okay, so it's an actual fruit.
Yeah.
So if we just share the screen here. Oh, wait. I don't know why I'm doing it like that. There we go. There we go. My little bottom one went away. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, there it is. There we go. Yeah, so that's what it is. It looks like that. It's got some ugly looking
Passion
seeds in
fruit.
it.
How to eat it and what it tastes like.
Yeah. So passion fruit tastes like a unique blend of sour and sweet with a very floral finish and citrusy notes. It's a little like pineapple or yellow kiwi, though some say it has grapefruit, pear, or guava notes. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of grapefruit.
Yeah. Well, I can tell right now I would hate the texture. It looks super gross by the
Yeah, it
texture.
does look super
Yeah.
gross.
Looks like
Bat guana.
is that where mac and cheese come from?
Yeah.
That's the mac and cheese fruit.
Yeah. Just crack that sucker open and bam.
It looks like,
Not craft.
you know, those, like the stool that they take from like those animals and make coffee from it. Kind of reminds me of that.
I'm unsure on that one.
You've never seen
Yeah.
that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, there's like a stool that they take from an animal and they make coffee from it.
Okay.
It's really expensive.
Oh, I bet it
It would
is.
have to be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Animal poop that makes coffee.
When you get the rich white man voice in there, I want fresh panda.
Yeah, it's this little
Shit.
guy right here.
Kopi Luwak?
Yeah, also known as a civet coffee, is a coffee made from coffee beans that are partially digested and then pooped out by a civet, a cat-like creature. The civet eats the coffee cherries, and the coffee is picked from the partially digested cherries in their poop. The beans are then gathered, cleaned, and roasted.
Okay, this sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
I think I've heard
I
of this at
thought
some
everybody
point.
knew about this.
No,
I feel like I've
never
heard about it at some point.
You don't know about that? You never heard about
No,
this?
I haven't.
I thought this was like well known.
That's surprising me. Yes.
One of the most
they have-
expensive non-alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that thing. Like they gather this.
See, that's the thing. I've seen those, like on TikTok and stuff, but I never knew the name of them.
There you go. There's that poop for you.
That looks nice and healthy.
Yeah.
They eat some fucking baby root.
That thing has a killer colon, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, that one on the left there is cute.
Guess one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're drinking shit, basically. It's making me gag.
they clean it, buddy.
I know, but man.
So what do you guys think? Do you like it? Are you passing on it?
Yeah, it's okay. I don't think I'd buy it personally.
I mean, if it was a 20-ounce like the 0 one, I would get every now and then, but
I have one more bottle. I bought 2 bottles just in case I liked it.
mm.
It's okay. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to go crazy for it.
Well, just like the Mountain Dew flavors, I mean, they're inventive, but they kind of taste the same. But I just prefer the regular Mountain Dew Zero now, or the Code Red Zero. No.
I prefer the hard Mountain Dew.
Well,
I'm gonna crack one of those open.
Well,
in a second.
that's different. So, but I agree with that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's just okay. It's not their best.
It's
Nothing to-
actually better
nothing
than
to
I
write
thought
home
it was.
about.
Yeah, it's better than I thought it was going to be.
It's better than that fire Mountain Dew.
Was that the Cheeto
Yeah,
flavored or
the
whatever?
hot Cheeto flavored
Yeah.
one or whatever it was. The Flamin' Hot.
See, I like the Flamin' Hot better than the pineapple one.
The pineapple one was disgusting.
Yeah. See, I'd rather have the hot Cheeto one above the pineapple.
All right,
I'd rather have this one over the pineapple too.
excellent.
Thank you.
All fine points
Mm-hmm.
from
But-
Robzilla.
Very fine points.
Very fine.
By the way, man, I've totally slayed another Apple series. I watched Invasion.
Me and Tracy's gonna watch that. She saw the trailer. She's like, "Oh," I was like, "Looks good, doesn't it?"
It's a slow burn, but when you get to the end of that first season, you're like, fuck yeah, this is awesome.
Okay.
And they just released the second season, and it's going to air weekly until October. So
Oh, okay.
I'm really stoked about that. I'll have something to watch once a week. And
I know you said that, and For All Mankind is fantastic.
For All Mankind is fucking great.
It's got a boy in it though.
Oh, Joel Kinnaman. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just
Linda.
watched.
Hey, yo, Linda, can I get a ride?
I just got around to finally checking out the Midnight Mass from Netflix from
oh yeah,
last
I
year.
tried to watch some of that, and I just had a hard time getting into it.
It's good. I really liked it,
Yeah.
but it is a little slow. There
Yeah.
is a lot. I don't want to say it's talky because I like things that are talky, but it's definitely quite a bit of monologuing, and I think
Yeah.
that was sort of like one of the general negatives. But it's
See-
pretty good. It's like it's a 7-episode series. They're about an hour each,
I liked it.
and either I think the camera changed while you were like it zoomed in. Yeah, see how the sleazy up in the upper right corner is kind of cut off. So I think the camera just kind of zoomed in after you cut back. But yeah, it's like 7 1-hour episodes, and I feel like it either needed to be like an episode shorter, or the episodes needed to be just a little bit shorter.
Huh.
But it takes once it gets going, it's pretty good. But I was into that, and then it was written and directed by Mike Flanagan, and in October he's got another Netflix series coming out based around Edgar Allan Poe's The Fall of the House of Usher. That'll be pretty cool.
See, I liked Midnight Mass more than. See, I love Haunting of Hill House. I didn't like the second one they
Bly
did.
Manor or whatever.
I
I,
didn't
haven't
see-
seen Bly Manor
See,
yet.
I liked Midnight Mass way better than Bly Manor.
Did you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Bly Manor was okay, I guess, but I had a hard time getting into Midnight Mass. Maybe because I was watching it late at night. But man, that really did zoom in on the camera. I don't know
Can you get rid of the bottom row of things? Like if you hit that up arrow.
Oh no. Oh, there we
There it
go.
is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it just zoomed in on you there. But
that's
so
weird.
I was into it. Looking forward to House of Usher. See how that goes.
Okay. Yeah. And normally Mike Flanagan is
He's pretty solid. He's
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't remember if we talked about it, but he's working on doing an adaptation of Stephen King's Dark Tower. Once all the strike stuff's over.
Is that going to be on Amazon? I believe, isn't it?
They don't have a service yet. I think that's sort of like the big problem. He's writing it, and they got to find somewhere where they want to where that'll pay for it all.
Because I know the movie
That'll-
got shit on bad.
that'll-
Like people hated the
somebody
movie.
that'll pay for it all.
Yeah, either Amazon, because I think he's moved away from Netflix. Him and his like main writing partner or whatever. They've moved to Amazon, but they don't have an official studio for it yet. But
Because
somebody's got to do it.
because I think with like the Midnight Club, it was from what it ends, it's kind of open ended, but they're not going to do a second season. Cause
Yeah, I think he
moved away from it.
even did like a Twitter thread or something where he kind of said like, "Hey, if you want to know where we would have went with these characters."
Yeah, I remember reading something about that.
So not a whole lot of crazy news. I did find this though, so I figured it would be worth sharing. Stranger Things catfish. Woman sent $10,000 to fake actor that wasn't Billy.
Billy.
Look at this dumb bitch. I hope that's her, and I'm just not calling some innocent lady a dumb bitch.
Sorry about your luck. Is
Mhm.
this the one I saw a TikTok or something where a woman was going? I thought it was one of the Stranger Things cast members. She was going up to him with like a marriage certificate, and she wanted his autograph on it.
Oh, Jesus.
And I guess she bothered him. Like she went to like multiple conventions or something trying to get him to sign it. And like when he wouldn't sign it, she wanted her money back for the autograph. I didn't know if this is related or not.
That's kind of fucked up, man.
Right.
It makes you rethink about signing shit. Like,
Yeah.
You got to be extra careful.
Yeah, no shit. A woman's life turned upside down when she spent a bunch of money to one of the stars from Stranger Things and even divorced her husband because the actor told her to.
Yep.
Oh,
Why
okay.
is actor in quotation marks in there for some reason on the story?
Yeah. This is from TMZ, by the way. Michaela, a single mom from Kentucky. Well, I mean, right here's your problem.
Yeah.
Claims she was catfished and scammed out of $10,000 by someone who claimed to be Decray Montgomery, known for playing heartthrob turned villain Billy Hargrove in the Netflix series. There he is right there. For those of you that don't know who Billy is, he smoked cigarettes and lifted weights.
That was all you needed to do in the 80s to be cool, right?
Yeah.
And
he
it
was
was
a
a
lifeguard.
lifeguard.
Yeah.
Yep,
Jinx,
lifeguard.
you owe me a Coke.
Okay.
She shared her wild experience on the YouTube channel Catfish, saying the two met on an online forum and chatted for a year before he asked her to be his girlfriend. For reference, Michaela was still married but claimed her relationship with her husband was toxic. I mean, this is just somebody that you just picture. This is what happens to them.
Is this like the opposite of those like really lonely dudes who show up on To Catch a Predator?
Yeah.
Like, I just wanted to talk to somebody. Well, you probably shouldn't have been a 14-year-old girl. In this case, like I needed to get out of my toxic marriage. So I just thought this person with a famous actor wanted to talk to me.
I thought I'd just give him $10,000. So I mean, maybe I need to get like, who wants to gift me $10,000? That's life-changing money right there.
I'm poor.
Okay. By the way, the real Decray has been dating model Liv Pollock since 2017, but that bit of crucial info didn't seem to stop Michaela from thinking this was legit. He told her to choose between her husband and him, and shockingly enough, she ditched her husband. He also told her he couldn't access any of his bank accounts, saying they were all controlled by Liv, which led to her sending the $10,000 of gift cards, crypto, and cash through payment apps over time. Oh boy.
I think like every story like this, the headline should just be mental health crisis in America.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
It's just, I don't understand how you can be catfished in 2023. I don't know
I mean, you would think like I need to have a video conversation with you before I send you any fucking money.
Oh, my camera's broke. Bullshit.
Yeah. All right. Bye. See you later.
Bye.
That just goes to show you how lonely and these people really are. Like they'll take any type of intimate conversation and it just goes over with them. And they're like, oh, here's some money.
It's like, who fucking cares, dude? Just be happy.
Here's a $200 gift card to GameStop. Have fun.
This one's on me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I went and changed in my quarters for some crypto. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's $100 to Wendy's.
See, I get pure joy when I see the TikToks of like these people who call and do the scam, and then the hackers hack into their stuff like, oh, hey, what's up? Whatever your name is. She's like, how you know my name? He's like, oh, I know everything.
So,
please are rating everything right now.
For those unaware, this type of thing is often referred to as a romance scam. Finding someone emotionally vulnerable and gaining their trust, getting them to send money through unconventional ways like gift cards, often to hide a paper trail. They catch people off those gift cards now anymore, though.
Yeah.
Like,
most of those things are traceable, at least a little bit.
The one story we shared a couple shows ago where they tracked it down through Walmart security camera and found that person.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's it for that story.
I just don't like imagine like on like the loneliest I've ever been for an intimate relationship. Like I somebody to like send me some gift cards, even though you don't really even know me. Like, okay.
I think everybody goes through a phase where they feel lonely. Even when you're in a relationship, you feel isolated sometimes.
Right.
And sometimes somebody shows you attention that you may not be getting from your spouse or partner. But that being said, I'm not sending $5,000, $10,000. You know, I'm not sending you money like that.
You get a DM from Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
Sleazy, I need you. Ben Affleck has all my money.
Mariah Carey sends me a DM on Instagram like, hey, I need to buy the twins some Olive Garden. You think you can hook that up? Yeah, hold on. Let me go to Kroger and get you $100 gift card.
Right.
Dinner's on me. Have the taste of Italy on me, babe.
Tell Nick Cannon I said hi.
Yeah.
Better beg that dude for some money.
Yeah, I'd be like, I need a video message, and then I need you to hold some kind of sign up and move your face around really quick to detour any apps that might change your face. I mean, there's just
Take a picture with today's paper in it. So with the date.
right. And this shit's just gonna get worse as technology keeps advancing, especially with deep fakes and stuff like that.
Dude.
People are gonna get taken for everything.
Yep.
That's just be like me. Don't talk to anybody. Just don't talk to anybody.
Be a true introvert. Just don't talk to nobody.
Yeah. Just
Certainly don't send them any money.
Yeah.
just turn Apple TV Plus on and Netflix and the Xbox on, and just do that until it's time to go to bed. Then hit the restart button in the morning. You don't need to talk to anybody.
Certainly not anybody famous.
Yeah, certainly not the guy from Stranger Things who is in a relationship with a supermodel, but for some reason he wants an obese person in Kentucky.
That's your one red flag right there.
Like, you gotta stop and think, like, is my shit really that good that I can pull the guy from Stranger Things
No, honey.
over his supermodel girlfriend?
No.
Everybody in a relationship at some point asks, like, does this other person really like me? And usually you're just being insecure, but sometimes you got to really dig down. Like, does this other person like really like me?
Or is this just a fucking
Do they
joke?
even know I'm like, so yeah, I feel bad for that lady. She obviously is in a bad spot.
Yeah. All right. So Mr. Robzilla.
The fuck? What?
Robzilla. Let's see here. We're gonna Google. I did see some footage of this that you sent.
Yeah. At the end of the episode, we'll link it to Robzilla's PayPal, so you can send him some gift cards, so he can buy the new Killer Klowns game.
Yeah. No. We're gonna send Rob's Cash App, the little scan thing, and you can buy Rob and Brownie gift cards to Wendy's, so Brownie can continue to have his double every day.
Yep.
Good life.
This is dessert.
You know what I really miss? I was just typing this up. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. That was like one of my fucking favorite movies growing up.
I just love the theme song from the cartoon.
Yeah, I must remember the cartoon.
The cartoon was awesome. The movie was awesome.
I got amped up when I ever heard like the song Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I was like, fuck yeah.
For you now.
Yeah.
Little Robzilla eating his cornflakes.
See, it was that and Ronin Warriors for me.
All right.
Ronin Warriors.
I don't remember that one. I don't think
It's a Japanese anime from like the 80s.
So did you finally finish The Last of Us? I didn't get a message from you.
Oh, the video game?
Yeah.
I finished it.
Did you now?
I was kind of split on it. I don't hate the ending. I don't love it, but I feel like it had been two separate games. But
all right, here we go. So Killer Klowns from Outer Space. The game is an asymmetrical multiplayer horror based on the iconic 80s film. In the battle between killer clowns and citizens of Crescent Cove, team up and use your wits to harvest humans or save them from the alien invasion. Ooh, here's the website. We can actually go in here. Big top, big shoes, big trouble.
that's hilarious.
Look at them. Don't they look awesome?
There you go, Robzilla. You can sign up for the beta.
I used to.
I know, right?
I think this might be why I hate clowns. But I used to watch this every time it came on.
Yeah.
Step right up. Oh, yeah. So it's kind of like Friday the 13th.
It's the exact same way. Yeah, it's the exact same way with that or Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I've seen a lot of people on TikTok playing Texas Chainsaw.
Now, can you turn people into cotton candy like in the movie?
Yeah. If you're one of the clowns, I think one of the weapons you get, you can turn them cotton candy.
That's fucking awesome.
It's in the game trailer. And then I think you can get a pistol and you actually shoot one of the clowns right in the nose and it starts spinning just like it does when you kill them.
Okay.
But on the trailer, it's got the exact same music from the movie.
Okay. Well, we won't play that so we don't get any copyright.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying it's got and it just gets you pumped for it because you're like, it's so iconic, that music. When you hear it, you're like, oh, that's from Killer Klowns.
Do they have any images here?
And that's the thing too. I never knew if they had any names.
Look at that. She's in her little overalls, short overalls.
Mm-hmm.
Their flashlight.
See, if you look, the one with the pistol, you're gonna shoot him right in the nose.
What am I looking at here?
The bottom right.
Bottom right. Okay, right here.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. So you got the pistol. You're gonna shoot that fat bastard in the nose.
Why does that look like something out of Ghostbusters right there?
It does.
Looks very Ghostbusters. Yeah, so like that would be my goal, just to turn people into cotton candy.
Right. And then you can use the balloons as like the dogs, like they did in the movie, so it can hunt people.
Oh yeah. I did see where they had on the trailer where it was, the little dog that was walking around.
Yeah. I just think it'd be a fun game.
Yeah, you sound very pumped for this game.
I would play this one.
So pumped that you don't have much commentary on it, other than you're really enjoying it.
He's speechless.
I'm speechless.
Yeah,
The words have been taken away from him.
Mm-hmm.
gnat flying around in
Oh.
here. I hate
So you
that.
right over there?
I hate this time of the year because there's gnats everywhere.
That and flies. Fucking
Yeah.
hate flies.
All right. Yeah, look at that. Don't they look so fucking cool? Look, what is this? Is that like a cotton candy launcher or some shit?
There might be
Laser
that
gun?
popcorn one too. Remember to shoot the
Yeah.
popcorn at him?
Oh, look at that big fat fuck.
Yeah.
He looks like he's getting ready to eat some motherfuckers, doesn't he?
That's the one who actually drinks the people. He put that big ass straw. He waddles his fat.
I don't know if this will. They probably can't hear any sound. I don't think I turned the sound off. Look at this. He's jamming out, getting ready to do some homework on his iMac from 1980.
All right.
Oh, shit. World's going to hell behind him.
He's rocking out.
From the executive director of Friday the 13th, the game. It's a lot of pizza. We'd all be dead right there.
Yeah.
Who isn't opening the door for that much pizza? Oh, shit.
Right.
Yeah, it looks cool. It looks like it'd be fun.
Yeah. It'd be fun
Not
game.
for no $70, though.
No. I paid the most 40 for it.
Yeah, maybe 35.
40.
All right. Well, that was your preview of that. Hey,
I just love
the
music.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre game came out too.
Yeah, it's out. A lot of people on TikTok are playing that,
Yeah, I see that.
but I mean, I haven't played it.
I know you haven't played it.
Yeah.
You don't do anything.
No, I don't.
What did you do productive this week?
Nothing really.
So what do you do when you get out of work?
Straighten up and watch YouTube and TV. Take care of the dog. Do some stuff at the house.
But you notice he's always like a week behind on our messages. And he'll send us something on like Friday that we send on Sunday.
I do scroll through and make sure if
Because he's
a little bit better
you
with
bullshit. You don't do that.
that.
Come on.
I did make sure with the trailer for Rebel Moon.
Fibzilla. Yeah, that's right. Rebel Moon dropped the trailer.
Yeah, looks fantastic.
Do you think it looks fantastic?
I think it looks.
I think it looks okay. I mean, I'm not.
When you see it, you're like, that's a Zack Snyder movie.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's got his staple
Yeah.
visionary effect on it. But I don't know. I mean, you can tell it's definitely a Star Wars inspired movie with the lightsabers that are kind of like lightsabers, but not really. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not really excited about it. I just feel kind of.
I think I'm more excited for this to be done. That way we can get Army of the Dead 2.
Yeah.
Because he
I
spent
mean,
so much time in this.
That's kind of really what I want. I want to know what happens in that.
Yeah.
With
Well,
all the
because-
Easter eggs.
Well, because he said he wants to work on it, but he said, I'm doing Rebel Moon, so it takes up all that time. So,
Well, yeah, no shit. It's a big movie.
yeah.
It
big
looks like it
production.
has a giant production.
Yeah. And it's 2 parts, too. So,
Well, God bless him.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see in the interview where he said they asked him like what kind of video game he'd want to bring to life, and he said Gears of War.
Yeah.
And he was interested in Halo, even though they've sort of done that, but it's shit.
Yeah.
I still haven't finished that series.
Halo.
Yeah, I'm just like it just doesn't interest me to watch it.
So I know you watched a few of it, and then you're
I
like,
watched
"Eh,
about
it's
halfway
okay."
through it, and I was done. Just didn't have the. It was boring. It's boring.
I don't see how you make a first person game into a show, because that's the fun of the first person game is you are Master Chief. You're not
Well,
watching him, you are Master Chief.
Halo has a great story, and they could totally make it into a show.
Right.
But the way they did it is just fucking boring. Like the pacing of the show will put you to sleep. So I don't know. They just fucked it all up, and we're never gonna get a good movie out of that. I just hope they don't fuck like Gears of War up or something of that nature.
See, I would like to see Gears of War. I think
Oh,
was it
yeah.
John
God,
Carpenter
yeah.
wants to do Dead Space. He would like to make a Dead Space movie.
A Dead Space would be good. Yeah,
I
I
think
remember
it'd be
John
cool.
Carpenter talking about Dead Space. So, okay. So last night I had a free evening. I was like, I'm taking an evening for myself before this fucking mad weekend starts, and I won't have any free time. So I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go see a movie. So I was like, looking. I was like, you guys never really responded back. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna look at these 3 movies. It was between Barbie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Was it Turtle Mayhem or something like that? Mutant Mayhem. And Blue Beetle. And I was like, I'm gonna look and I'm gonna see which ones rank the highest on Letterboxd. And depending on that, I'm gonna go based off of the time that's best available for me. Ended up being Barbie. So
I thought it was going to be Blue Beetle for you.
no. Now Barbie had the better time and it was on the super screen. So I was like, just fucking go see Barbie.
The $1 billion Barbie.
Yeah, I wanted to see what all the buzz was about. And so if I had to sum Barbie up, I would say it's a slightly above average movie. And if you were to take Ryan Gosling out of it, it'd be a slightly below average movie.
Ooh.
Ryan Gosling
makes the movie.
He's fucking great in this movie. But that being said, we talked about this. Listen, I'm not gonna be like your boy what is his name? The conservative commentary guy.
Ben Shapiro.
I wasn't Ben Shapiro with a notebook taking notes on everything I disliked. And,
fucking nerd.
Let me tell you how this is destroying America.
Yes, the movie is very much about the patriarchy of America and the world. So to explain it to you without spoiling things,
you can spoil it. I don't fucking care.
Barbie. So it starts off in Barbie land with all the Barbies. They all wake up and they do the same thing every day. They just kind of exist. And the main Barbie, which is Margot, heads for Margot, baby. Margot Robbie. She starts to notice like her feet go flat, and she starts to know she has cellulitis on her thigh and just little things that shouldn't be happening in Barbie land.
Perfect Barbie land.
So she goes and sees Weird Barbie, which is Kate McKinnon's character, which is a Barbie that's been played too hard with and had her haircut.
Now it's coming back.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so anyways, Weird Barbie, and she's like in the splits and she kind of like cartwheels around and listen, it's a funny movie, but I don't think it's as good as everybody says it is. But I'll get back to the plot here. So she says basically the little girl that's playing with you is having some issues and she's causing you to have these issues here. You need to go to the real world and you need to set her straight, make her happy so you can come back here and become perfect Barbie again. So she goes through this whole journey, blah, 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 to the real world. Ken wasn't really supposed to go with her, Ryan Gosling's character, but he sneaks away and they go to the real world where Ken learns about patriarchy. And because in Barbie land, the Kens aren't appreciated. Like they don't go create, like all the Barbies run it. It's dominated by women and the Kens are all kind of just there and they get ignored. Like every night's a girls' night. And but it had its funny parts in it. And I mean, I really liked Ryan Gosling. Margot Robbie, she actually turns it on at the end of the movie. So, I mean, she puts on a little acting clinic there towards the end. But is it moved? Like I've heard people say, oh, it's the movie of the year Absolutely not. And its letterbox rating, we can go here. We'll just go ahead and try this. Okay, so letterbox. Why I have to continually sign in bothers me. Does that ever bother you?
I'm actually signed into Letterbox.
I mean, you look at it on your phone most of the time, but
Yeah.
I don't log nothing.
he really doesn't. When's the last time you reviewed something on Letterboxd?
Oh, I just did.
Did you?
Yeah, I watched. Well, I'll talk about it later.
But man, I got to tell you, Margot Robbie is absolutely.
Of course.
They picked the. Is there anyone else they could pick to play Barbie, like the prototype, typical Barbie? You know,
if you go by looks, you could say Jessica Simpson.
Not anymore. Have you seen Jessica Simpson?
Not lately,
no.
so I can't say.
Margot Robbie, man, she's played some really cool parts, man.
She's in my opinion, she's underrated as an actress.
Harley Quinn. I mean, now Barbie. She might have a franchise here with Barbie. So
good for her.
With $1 billion, they have to make a sequel, right?
They will.
I would think so. Yeah. Barbie and Ken are having the time of their lives in the colorful and seemingly perfect world of Barbie Land. That's false. Ken wasn't really happy. However, when they get a chance to go to the real world, they soon discover the joys and perils of living among humans, which is very true. And Will Ferrell plays the CEO of Mattel.
Oh,
so he was good.
Of course.
He was good in it. But yeah, there's some laughs in it, particularly when they get in the real world. And Michael Cera was good as Alan, the toy doll Alan.
Okay.
I think there's only one of them, right? See, I don't know much about Barbie toys.
I don't either.
But I guess, for the diehard Barbie fan, they did, throw some stuff in there that they probably would have loved. But yeah, I mean, they do. And they kind of make some jokes about, them enjoying like drinks and stuff for the first time. But there's a scene where she gets catcalled at by construction workers because she sees construction workers. Right. She's like, oh, that must be some women. Let's go talk to them and get some great energy for the day. Because in Barbie Land, the construction Barbies are always out doing construction work. And they walk up and, they're just like hitting on her big time. And she's like, I do not have a vagina. And like one part that like really cracked me up, the guy was like, I don't care. I don't care. But I mean, it's a solid movie. I gave it 3 stars, as you can tell right there. It's actual. Where can you see the actual rating at on here? It's not showing me. But I think the average score was 4.1.
I think you're on your letterbox. You just click on Barbie. Click where it says Barbie there.
I think on the picture, maybe.
Oh, that just.
No, I guess it.
Way to go, Rob.
Yeah. Yeah. Way to go, Rob. It's all your.
Oh, right down there. Right.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
right. 4.1. Yeah. 4.1 is the average rating. And look at it. I mean, amongst friends, 3.5. This person gave it 5 stars. I don't know about that. 4 stars. 5 stars. I should just unfollow everybody that gave it 5 stars.
You should.
2.5. Monster Popcorn gave it 4 stars. He must have really enjoyed it. This guy gave it 4. Who is that? I don't know who that is. 3.5. And this is just people that want to watch it. Yeah, there's some great dancing scenes in it too.
When I first saw the trailer, I thought it was more of a musical at one point.
It's very much a musical at heart.
Okay.
There's some musical scenes in it, and Ryan Gosling sings in it. Like there's this, like, I don't even care if I spoil it. So the Barbies come back. After Ken is kind of in the real world, he comes back and changes things in Barbie Land. So the Barbies are kind of slowly trying to get it back, and they're being clever and doing certain things. And the Kens all play guitar and they're singing is it the Matchbox 20? Yeah, so you've heard about this scene, right?
Yeah, push you around or whatever.
Push you around. Yes. And the whole time they're playing this, I'm thinking like, I haven't seen one guy use this song to talk about themselves or anything. There was this big TikTok trend where chicks would constantly like post videos of themselves to this song. to the song, like kind of they've been used up, and they're ready to go now and all this other stuff. So I thought that was kind of weird that they put that in the movie, but it was funny. I got a laugh out of it.
Yeah.
And I would he did a good job singing it. They all did, actually.
I thought I saw a lot of comments where people were like, they didn't realize it was a real song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they thought it was something for the movie. They didn't
No,
realize
it's a real
it was
song.
a Matchbox 20 song.
And they did like the Barbie Aqua song isn't really in the movie. They did a remix of it with Nicki Minaj.
Oh.
And
I think I heard some of that.
Yeah, they kind of do like there's a song that kind of goes along to how she's waking up every morning or something. Like the music is really good for the movie. So I mean, there's good things and there's not really terrible things about it. It's just, to me, it was entertaining, but it wasn't like over the top great. I'm not going to say, listen, this is not going to win the Sleazy of the year.
Right.
It's not going to win best movie of the year for the Sleazy.
I mean, it's got a 50-50 chance if it's got Heads for Margot.
Yeah, it may come down to Heads for Margot. How fucking hilarious would that be if that was a 2-year running joke with Margot Robbie? At that point, we'd have to send her some clips like, look what you caused my show.
Have to send her some money.
Nothing but fucking trouble here.
Yeah.
But there are some parts that are fucking hilarious in this movie. And I think the people that are complaining, like your boy Ben Shapiro,
Benny,
they have to realize that the movie's just not made for guys. It's just
this is contributing to the dysfunction of the family.
Yeah.
who's contributing? Your fucking face, Ben. Okay.
Listen, it does encourage women to be independent.
My wife is as dry as the Sahara right now.
Yeah.
Believe that shit.
I mean, it does encourage women to be independent and go after their dreams and not depend on men and stuff like that. That's fine. It's totally fine. It is what it is. That's been happening for years. Just this movie is not doing anything new. So, but I mean, it's cool that little girls got to go see this, and girls had a opportunity to get dressed up in all pink and go to the movies. So it was cool that they had that. I mean, listen, we've all been spoiled with Star Wars and not Justice League, but Marvel movies and the few DC movies. People get dressed up and go to that. What the fuck difference is it? So it's entertaining, but I will say this: I did kind of wish I would have went and seen TMNT or Blue Beetle. So I could have waited till this hit like Paramount or something. But I wouldn't suggest going to the theater and seeing it.
It's supposed to be hitting digital soon, right?
Yeah. I would imagine so.
Somebody said that was kind of crazy because it's still making a ton of money, I guess.
Yeah. Well, there was only me and 2 other ladies in the theater. But
were they dressed up?
No, they weren't. But they were. They seemed to be enjoying it. They were giggling a lot through the movie, and good for them. I'm glad they had a good time.
Get it, ladies.
But it got me out of the house, and it entertained me for the evening. Is it the best thing I've ever seen? No. Is it the funniest movie I've ever seen? No. Did I enjoy some things from it here and there? Absolutely.
It says Barbie's set to be released on all digital, on digital platforms September 5th.
September 5th.
Is it the pinkest movie you've ever seen?
It's definitely the pinkest movie I've ever seen.
I saw an article that said like they used so much pink pigment or something that it caused like a shortage.
Oh my God. Wow.
Something crazy like that.
Like paint wise or something? Oh, wow.
I'll have to look it up real quick.
Yeah, definitely do that. That's insane, dude. A shortage. Wow.
So like you said, it'd be, a below average movie if Ryan Gosling. Same thing as Wonder Woman if Chris Pine wasn't in it, basically.
Oh yeah, it's kind of that's a good comparison right there. Yeah. Well, Ryan Gosling really adds another level to this movie. Yeah. Like he's just very entertaining, and it's nice to see him in a silly role. So, he's been doing the action movies and Blade Runner and all that stuff here lately. So it's nice to see him kind of change things up.
Says, while building out the set for the new live action Barbie movie, designer used so much of one particular shade of fluorescent fuchsia paint that they contributed to a global shortage.
Oh, I believe it. That's insane, man. They're like, get on the phone and buy every shade of paint of this you can. I don't care where it has to ship from. We need it now. Barbie's house has to be pink.
Aren't they supposed to, didn't they supposedly green light like a whole bunch of toy-based movies.
Well, I knew that they were going to Mattel. Like, what else can we make a fucking movie out of? What do you own that we can make a movie out of? So that would be very, I don't know. We'll see.
Some of the movies that they were talking about was kind of like silly though. Like it was like Trouble or Sorry or something.
Yeah. Can we find a list of that real quick?
I was thinking the movie I really liked where Ryan Gosling was The Nice Guys with him and Russell Crowe.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Yeah.
That's a great
God
movie.
damn it, Linda.
Ryan Gosling is just so good in everything.
Following Barbie's explosive box office success, Mattel is ready to make its iconic toys part of a cinematic universe. American Girl, Polly Pocket, and the Magic 8 Ball all have films in the works.
Magic 8
Magic
Ball.
8 Ball is what I was thinking of.
I'm ready for that one.
Oh, and Hot Wheels. I thought Hot Wheels already had
Leading the way.
like their own little cartoons or something.
Only thing I when I hear that I think of Cars basically, but I know it's not it. But
Right. You got to imagine it'd be kind of the same thing.
yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, that would be so weird seeing a Hot Wheels movie. Oh yeah, the Gran Turismo movie's out now too.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see that. That looks like it might be good. It's based on a true story or
Based on a true video game.
true events.
True events.
Well, didn't that really happen? Some guy won a contest or something like that.
Yeah, because I remember Hot Sauce saying he heard about that and read about that. I don't even recall that at all.
I don't remember some of this shit happening.
Yeah.
All right. So okay, so moving along, our next skit is Lincoln Lawyer, baby. Season 2 of the Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix. What do you guys think? Did you watch it?
I haven't watched
Robzilla? I almost got
Lawyer.
your hot sauce.
I heard it's good. Really good show. So I'll have to check it
You
out.
disappoint me on a
Dude. There's so much shit.
On an
Molecular-
hourly basis.
Yeah.
molecular level.
I was gonna say by second basis.
Molecular level. I mean, it's amazing how much you disappoint me.
I hate that we share the same atoms.
Yeah.
I'm this
Yeah.
way in all the fucking multiverses, baby.
you it's a wonder that I'm still alive and I just haven't called it quits after dealing with you all these years. It just really breaks my heart.
I'm
man.
amazed I haven't called it quits on myself anyways.
Yeah, whatever. All right. So the Lincoln Lawyer starring blah blah blah.
Manuel
blah,
Garcia Rolfo.
blah. He's so fucking good in this, isn't he?
Yeah, he really kind of carries the show in his way.
He
he's in a bunch of
does.
most of it.
I mean, I hang on like every word when he's in that courtroom, and I'm just like, he's so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Can I get some more of this shit? Becky Newton, that plays one of his ex-wives that he works with, she's very great in it too.
Is she Lorna, wife number 2?
Lorna
Yes.
Crane.
Yes. She definitely has some great parts in it. So what's up with this dude, Cisco, this Angus Sampson that plays Cisco?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm working on that bus.
He's supposed to be the sort of the badass private eye kind of guy.
He talks like this all the time, Robzilla. Hey, I'm going down to investigate these people. It's
Okay,
worse.
Cisco.
It's worse than the Batman voice.
He does have that sort of low, quiet, like Krasinski, Jack
Yeah.
Ryan voice.
It's worse than that. This is the what have you done?
I think Krasinski is worse to me just because I know he doesn't normally talk like that. I
Oh,
think.
this is the epitome of like those low, soft voices.
Yeah.
So, Mickey, I think I can get this done for you. Just say it, it'll be done.
Could you fucking speak up, Cisco, please?
I love you, baby. It's not you, it's me.
Is he trying to be like Tom Waits?
I don't
She's
fucking
my Coney.
I don't fucking know. And then Nev Campbell is just Nev Campbell is awesome in this.
Yeah, she's.
too.
I didn't when I started watching it, I didn't realize she was in it.
Because you just watched all seasons together, didn't you?
Pretty much, yeah. Because I think you mentioned it at some point, and then it was right when season 2 came out. So I went back and had to obviously watch season 1 first.
Yeah, look at these
Without knowing she was in it at all. She's really good.
Nev Campbell's she's still banging.
I mean, we were standing in Jamie Kennedy's line looking over at Nev Campbell, like, yeah.
There's our boy Mickey. Mickey's awesome though. He was great in the first season. And he just took it over in the second season again. Look at him. How can I help you help me? Even I gotta say, even the chick that who's the chick that drives him around? What's her name? Jazz Rakel?
Mm-hmm. Izzy.
Izzy?
Izzy, yeah. She's great in this too. Like it just has a killer
This is like I said, I think did I call it was this the show or was it another show I called like a dad show? It's very much it's
I think this is a mom and dad watch together show.
yeah. This is sort of almost like an old school just kind of TV show. It's not episodic. There's like an overarching theme for what is it? 2 seasons, 20 episodes, so 10 episodes each. They're all like 45-ish, 50 minutes. It's very much I say this is like as a compliment. It's like it's a show you can watch. It's a show you can like fold your laundry and watch kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's not
there's no Easter eggs hiding in the middle of the scene.
You're not watching it like some Marvel show to see like something in the background or some character pops in for a second. Mm-hmm. You're just kind of watching it, like, okay, I'm enjoying this. It's good paced. It's good action. It's fun.
Mickey's a player though, man. So the plot to season 2 is he meets this lady that owns a restaurant. Is it a Mexican restaurant or because he makes a big deal about her making something that he hasn't had since he was a kid in Mexico.
Right. I think that's what he eats. He eats like largely like ethnic food. So I think that's kind of what it is.
Yeah. But anyways, he meets this chick. He has some sampler or something while he's there, and ends up like, "Do you want a box to go?" And he's like, "Sure." And he takes it to go to her place.
Right.
And but anyways, he seals the deal with this lady.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a big proponent of all these people moving in, the developers moving into her neighborhood, and
right. They want to. They want to get rid of her.
They want to gentrify the neighborhood and
build new apartments and that kind of
thing. Build apartments and condos.
Get rid of the community feel.
Yeah, and she grew up there and blah blah blah. And anyway, she's a big critic of it. She runs protests and talks shit to this guy. And that being said, guy ends up being dead. She needs a lawyer. So Mickey says, "Our relationship's over, baby. Now I can hire you as a lawyer. Now I can represent you ethically."
And of course, the thing is, to go back to season 1, he basically got in an accident or something while surfing, and he became a drug addict. So he quit being a lawyer, and then he comes back. And then season 1 is sort of him coming back, where another lawyer is killed and leaves Mickey Haller his practice, which happens to have like one big high profile case that he goes through at the end of the season. And because of that one high profile case, he's like a really in-demand lawyer in season 2.
He's a TV lawyer.
He's got all these other cases going on in the midst of that. So he's got to deal with those people. The first couple episodes, he's got to deal with sort of a case from the first season 2, or from season 1 that goes into season 2. And then he's got to he's dealing with like multiple things all going on at once.
Yeah.
And he's dealing with his relationship with this person, and he's all those side characters we talked about, they've got their little stories going on.
And, in the background, he still wants to be with his wife, Nev Campbell, but there's other situations going on there. He can't do it. So it's just, there's all kinds of shit going on, but it doesn't really get crowded or busy.
Right.
So like they do a real good job of just kind of splicing that in here and there on each episode. And
it really is those 4 or 5 kind of main characters.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, it doesn't get overly complicated.
No. And but man, everybody's killer in this show.
Yeah.
And I really love the plot line. He dates a girl, and then all of a sudden he has to break up with her so he can represent her.
Murder.
And he comes to a point where he doesn't know if she did or didn't do this.
Right. And he even says that like to his defendant in the first season, like, "I don't even really care if you're guilty or innocent. This is what I'm telling you we can do."
Yeah, he says, that's what he tells her in one part.
He says, "I don't want to know. I don't even want to know, really."
He goes, "It's not my job to know if you're guilty or not guilty. My job is to get you a not guilty by all means necessary.
To defend you."
I thought that was great. He's just, the way this dude commands the courtroom and the duel that he has with the prosecutor in this
season. She was good too.
Back to back. Yeah, she was another good one. But I mean, they fucking went at it in this courtroom. Mm-hmm. And if you like anything courtroom related, you'll fucking love this season because they fucking duel it out.
Yep. Up your alley then.
Oh man, they go back and forth. I mean, they have to go into the judge's chambers. The judge is like getting on their ass about doing this and that. It's fucking good, man.
Yeah, I like a good like courtroom kind of drama. Like Law and Order and that kind of stuff is really good.
I mean, look, Matthew McConaughey was great in the Lincoln Lawyer, the movie.
I keep meaning to check out the movie.
Yeah, and I mean, they call him the Lincoln Lawyer because he's so busy. he works out of his Lincoln pretty much on the run, and the whole DUI thing, I get, right? So, but super good movie, or not movie, show. Definitely check it out. It's on Netflix. There's 2 seasons now. They actually released this second season into parts. So you had the first part, the second part. I just waited until the second part came out and I binged through it all.
By the time I got to the second part, it was out already.
Yeah. But man,
just a nice kind of fun show. Like I said, it's not something you got to be like,
if you don't
super duper into reading articles about it afterwards.
If you don't want to go to law school after that, something's wrong with you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Nice, fun, breezy kind of show.
All right. So our last topic of the night is going to be the Pope's Exorcist. And that is from, it just premiered on Netflix. So, but your boy from Gladiator, Russell Crowe, stars in it.
From what?
What movie's that?
Gladiator, sir. You still haven't watched that?
This is the only Russell Crowe you need from the 21st century.
Really?
No.
So what did you guys think? First of all, let's get our first impressions out of the way.
I liked it, but I mean, it's for me, it's coming the same formula that we talked about with the movie Smile. You kind of get what you're getting with this, the same, possession, and this priest has got to get this strong demon. It's the same thing that you have. So
multiple possessions happened in this movie, sir. It was totally different.
No, not that.
I think if we're going to compare it to Smile would have been a better movie for sure if the ending had been better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because it's the same formula that a lot of these like Smiles do. Is this entity, they got to figure out what it is.
I just thought,
and then they did.
It's your typical possession movie.
Yeah. Smile was, a curse movie, right? So,
curse entity.
Yeah.
And same thing with this, with the possession and priests and exorcism. And
it kind of makes me wonder how the new Exorcist is going to be.
Yeah.
Because this is kind of what they're going for, I would assume.
Sort of.
So.
Yeah, I think we talked about it last episode, maybe, that I didn't really care too much. I saw the Exorcist, what are they, like the beginning or the beginner or something?
Yeah, the beginning. Or
saw the preview for when I went to see Oppenheimer. It's kind of like, yeah, okay. I think it's kind of leaning into the jump scares and that kind of stuff, which actually, for when William Friedkin died recently, I rewatched The Exorcist for the first time in a long time, and it really doesn't lean into that kind of stuff. Obviously, it's there, and it's what it's known for, and I think that's what a lot of these sort of exorcism movies do wrong. Like I even put it in my little box where like I'm really tired of these possessed people getting tied to beds. Like in every possession movie, somebody gets tied to a bed.
They have to. They get fucked up. They fuck other people up.
Just find some way else to do it.
Okay, so here's the description of this. Possession was only the beginning. Father Gabriel Amorth, chief exorcist of the Vatican, real person, by the way, investigates a young boy's terrifying possession and ends up uncovering a centuries-old conspiracy the Vatican has desperately tried to keep hidden. I don't know if this really happened. You guys know if this really happened, or is this gonna be?
Well, I mean, so it is. I don't know if it's based on a real story. It's based off of a real person. He was a real person. He was the chief exorcist of the Vatican.
Yeah.
He died in 2016 or 2016, something like that.
2016.
So he was a real person. I guess he wrote books. They mentioned that in the movie.
Yeah.
He wrote several books.
Right.
They're good books too.
That's what they say.
You read my books?
They're good books.
They're good books.
He said he had like 16,000 exorcists or something like that.
It was some large number.
Yeah. It's something unbelievable.
Right. But the idea sort of behind this movie is that Russell Crowe's pretty good in this, I think.
Boy, he speaks some he's got
Italian
a good tongue for Italian, doesn't he?
I don't know. It sounded legit. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I bought it. I don't know
it's you see this how he speaks it, and then you watch Thor, God and Thunder, and you're Love and Thunder, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
you can tell he was having fun in Love and Thunder, and it was just way too much.
Yeah.
And I think you can tell in this one he's having fun, and it's kind of just the right amount.
Well, he's taking the role serious in this one too.
Pretty serious.
If he wasn't in this, it would have been a below average movie, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
he makes the movie. He does make the movie. That's
if
sure.
Russell Crowe isn't in this, it's a C movie.
Yeah.
I mean, not even a B movie, a C movie. It's a right to streaming bottom of the barrel Netflix shit.
There is a couple parts where I laughed my ass off on a couple.
Oh,
parts.
dude, I did too. I was just telling Muzz about this the other day. I was like, you got to watch this movie. The fucking demon that possesses the kid talks so much shit to Russell Crowe. And there's a point where he's like, he's yelling at the priest, and he's like, I'm gonna fuck you, and you're gonna feel so guilty when you feel that release and how much you enjoy it.
I'm gonna fuck you. It's just like,
And it's so weird seeing the kid mouth these words, and it's obviously not his voice.
Yeah.
But he's like, you're gonna feel so guilty when I fuck you so hard.
And Russell Crowe's like,
yeah.
There is a scene early in the movie involving a pig.
Oh yeah, that was great.
That I didn't quite see coming that way.
Yeah. Show me how strong you are.
I knew when they I saw the pig before he went into this. I was like, oh, that's a nice pig.
That's big.
Those people have a nice big pig they're going to slaughter and eat. And he goes into this little hut, and because that's somewhere in Italy or something.
I forget where it was. But yeah,
Italy
like
or Spain,
rural,
I
in the
think.
70s.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he goes in, this guy's, he's like, so is he had this, he's asking the family questions.
You got to ask, like, is this person like speaking a language they've never heard before?
Yeah.
And
Do you have a TV, or have you heard of this?
Yeah,
from
yeah.
this
He was like, does he
video?
watch the TV? Has he seen this? Has he seen that? He's trying to get a grasp of whether this is
sort of the idea is that even his character says, these aren't all legitimate exorcisms. Sometimes you're just people who are having mental health problems.
He said just a little theater is what he says.
But he
Right.
goes in, and the guy's like, the thing, why is it always such slander when these people get possessed? Like, there's never like a smooth talking demon.
Right.
They're always like, fuck your mother and suck my cock.
Yeah. It can't be like a super nice one.
I'm gonna bend you over and fuck you in the ass.
It can't be like a nice one. I'm gonna haunt you. Just let you know.
It's never like, if you get me out of here, I'm gonna rule the world and I'm gonna make everybody rot in hell with
Let's
me.
just do nice things together,
Yeah. We're gonna do some things that it's gonna make you not get into heaven.
Yeah.
It's never like that. They're
Right.
always just this bottom of the barrel piece of shit.
Right. Like I said, it's another one of those things that goes back to The Exorcist. They all remember the profanity and everything.
Yeah.
And they kind of forget some of the lessons maybe they should.
It's
take.
kind of funny too. I love torturing this innocent flesh.
How was that little slut's titties?
Yeah.
How was that going for you when you were banging her?
You gotta be banging that fucking whore.
Yeah.
It's just like what?
Some of the
It's so
stuff
graphic.
you hear it and you can't help but laugh. And you're just like,
Well,
it takes away from the movie.
There's a scene where a priest gets upset with the demon and it starts doing something to it, and the kid's face is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I gotta stop. I paused it because I was laughing so hard.
It's funny because he has a priest that's pretty new
right.
that discovers the kid being possessed, and he's like, before he goes in, he goes, I need you to just do one thing.
Just pray.
Just
Pray.
pray.
Don't talk to
Don't
him.
listen to it. Don't talk to it. The first thing out of that kid's mouth, and he's like, you mother, he jumps on him and starts choking the poor kid. And you're like, what the fuck? You're the worst person with directions.
Well, I think the funniest part too, he's asking the new priest, he's like, when was your last confession? 8 months. He's like, 8 months? He's like fucking shocked. He's like, you're a fucking priest?
It's like, just don't worry about it.
Just stand there and pray.
I love when the Vatican was like kind of interviewing him before he goes out on this possession. And they're like, so, it's kind of like the Bobs in the Office.
Face.
So what would you say
didn't
you
think of
do here on a weekly basis?
Well, right. They got the whole deal is like, this is the 80s. It's the 80s now.
Yeah, like 85.
And like, people don't believe in evil like they used to. So maybe having a chief exorcist isn't like a good PR move.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, don't you think evil really exists? I mean, the
they say
Bible
like
and
98% is something, and he's like, the other percent is evil.
Yeah. And
Trademark,
I thought it was
tickets.
funny because he fucking puts it on these
Cardinals
people,
and
whatever
else.
the Cardinals. Yeah. He's like, well, if evil doesn't exist, then what's the point of the church?
Right.
And they all just kind of like, oh.
yeah, they're very politicking because the Pope is supposed to be infirm or sick or something, and maybe he won't be Pope much longer.
Yeah. And Father Amorth is like, the only one I answer to is the Pope. And he gets up and he walks away.
He's like, if you have something, he's like, you talk to my boss.
You talk to my boss. I do not talk to you anymore.
That's hilarious.
I had heard it mentioned, but I forgot. But the Pope, it's Pope Django, Franco Nero, the original Django.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that was really kind of cool. I'm like, okay.
Very interesting, though. I did watch some things about this guy. It's funny because it's so long ago and he wrote all these books and people are trying to figure out if this shit really did happen. But 16,000 exorcisms.
Mhm.
Little demons.
But you know, 98% of them are mental health. So
Yeah.
does it count as an exorcism if it's not an exorcism?
He's like,
But
it's a little theater or something like that. He said.
I just want to know how much of this movie is based on what they presume to be true.
Like a real
it.
story.
Yeah. Did they make this all up based around the character, you know?
I almost have to think so. I've been curious. I've been meaning to look more into it too.
Because there's just a completely different subplot to this movie halfway through, or well, not even like 3/4 of the way through, and you're like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Yeah.
Well, right. The idea is this family where the father died or something.
The father
or
dies in
left
a car accident.
Yeah.
So he owns this. I forget what it is, like a chapel or abbey or church,
As
basically
an abbey. Yeah. Abbey.
in Spain. And they're like, oh, we're going to go fix this place up and just sell it for a bunch of money. And then we can move back to America. And of course, stuff starts happening. And the construction crew's like, yeah, we can't do anything with this.
Yeah, they blow into a part of the basement, and you know, fire shoots out of it,
Right.
and pretty much kills this dude. And they're like, yeah, we're not fucking around with this shit.
And then this is where the priests get involved, and it turns out that some other stuff had been happening at this church in the past. This isn't the first problem. And I do like the ending, because the ending definitely implies there will be many more sequels.
Yeah,
And I'd be interested more in a sequel, really, because part of my problem is like this movie is almost too serious at times. Like, look at that picture of Russell Crowe riding.
Dude, I couldn't
this
stop
is
laughing.
one thing I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
I was dying when he was riding
Me
over to
too.
this house.
Me too.
Look at those fucking shades, dude. He's gangstered out on this fucking scooter.
like
This is a man that's not worried about it raining.
No,
right.
Don't fucking care.
He knows God is going to take him to places.
God
Like,
is everywhere.
I wish the movie was a little more of that vibe and a little less like your standard exorcism kind of movie.
Yeah.
And like I was thinking to myself while I was on, like, I wish this was a little more like the Ninth Gate, or almost like John Carpenter's Vampires in a way. Like, it's almost got like a silly 90-minute 90s vibe.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
I really like that.
I wish they would have kept on going with him talking shit to the demons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was funny to hear.
He's like, you're powerful, huh? Why don't you show me? It's
Yeah.
just
Right.
like,
Just
yeah.
really
He's
egging them on.
talking
Like,
shit to
let's
him.
do it. Let's do something. Let's do something about it. Show
Get
what you
the
got.
pig.
Those sunglasses and him riding that scooter, though, just had me cracking up.
It's one of those ones. One of the parts is almost too silly.
Yeah. But I'm with you, though. You know, it's kind of like Smile. Like, we've seen this, and the formula hasn't changed, and it's the same song and dance in a different movie.
And that's the stuff that kind of drags it down. But there are those few moments and few things that are like, okay, that was a fun part of this movie. I wish it was more of that.
So its average rating on Letterboxd is 2.6. I gave it 3 stars.
I
would give it.
Just for all the laughs it gave me, it deserved 3 stars.
I'm like, am I supposed to be laughing at that? Because it's fucking hilarious.
And here's the thing: while it does kind of lack in some certain areas as far as being a great movie, Russell Crowe was really good.
Like I said, he made the movie worth it. He really does.
He did. Yeah, I mean, the movie, like I said with Barbie, if Russell Crowe isn't in this movie, it's a below average movie.
Yeah,
but he puts it right above that, above average mark. So it's worth a watch on Netflix, man.
Yeah,
You're bored one night, turn the lights off and get spooked out by it.
Because they bring it up in the movie, at least once, kind of in the middle, like, when the angels fell from heaven, like there was 200 demons and they're somewhere on earth, and maybe they're like ungodly places.
Mm-hmm.
And so that the end of the movie sort of suggests there's some way to maybe go after them. And I'm like, I like that idea. Give me some like Scooby-Doo. Father Amorth is trying to find, like, we got to find these demons, and then we got to go after them, and make it like almost like Evil Dead-ish kind of stuff or something. I would be interested in that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be a fun series.
Fun,
Did you ever watch Stan versus Evil?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you would like that. It's kind of
that's the fun stuff. Yeah,
it's kind of like the vibe you're describing. Yeah, very Evil Dead like. But man, it was a cool movie, and I would wonder if Netflix will invest in the sequels.
Well, it was a studio movie.
Anything.
I forget which studio it was. But it was a big studio
But,
movie,
if they
and it
don't,
made money. So
yeah, if they don't want to carry on with it again, but yeah, like you said, it made money, so a sequel might make,
yeah, I think they've been talking about it.
especially since it's the #1 movie on Netflix this week.
right.
So
Well, it says the budget was like 18 million.
yeah,
for
it was
and
cheap to make.
Yeah, it made the money back.
Yeah, those movies, that's the bread and butter right there.
Yeah.
Cheap to make, and people are going to go out and see them.
Right. So yeah, this ain't your 5-star movie, but I like I said, I think it was worth the watch.
Yeah.
I would like to see a fun sequel to it.
Like, you're looking for something to do one evening, make some popcorn, turn the lights out, fire Netflix up, and just have fun watching it.
Like I say, I almost, just because of some of the reviews I read, to say it's not that great. But like, it's #1 on Netflix. It's an hour and 41 minutes or something. Like, I'm gonna check this out. And like I said, I had fun with it.
Well, there was another movie that never got a sequel, which I would have loved to see, was The Forsaken.
Mhm.
I don't think it did that well, but I mean, I liked it too. I mean, it's a twist on vampires where 7 French soldiers who make a pact with the devil, and they're vampires basically. But
And don't feel surprised. Don't be surprised when you hear the foul language. I'm gonna fuck you so hard, you're gonna feel guilty when you feel that release.
this is the strongest demon we've seen.
Yeah, didn't he? There's a part where he possesses 2 people at the same time or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. If you didn't see that,
when the shit hits the fan, when you see that cross go upside down.
it does. Yeah. Does God allow that? Bitch.
Is he really everywhere? Does he allow that?
Yeah.
Cocksucker.
Yeah.
It's just like, why can we be so vulgar for? I mean,
Yeah. Demons are never educated, and they talk like trailer trash.
I was just saying, fucking white trash demon.
Yeah, it's entertaining though. Definitely check it out. And then if you want, there's all kinds of like YouTube videos on the guy, people talking about his history and stuff like that.
I think William Friedkin did a documentary about him.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting.
Somewhere in the last couple of years.
Man, that guy did some awesome shit, didn't he? Rest in peace. All right, so that's all we have for episode 165. We'll be back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today. And
Be September by then.
Yes, it will.
Gotta start
closer to October.
It's like officially time to chill out. This temperature needs to drop a little bit. Just needs to get a little chilly at night.
It's like,
I've been telling people, like, I'm ready to
roasted.
start putting the Halloween decorations up.
Yeah.
September is just going to be October part 1 this year.
You're right.
Well, hey, dude, they've already been up in stores for like 2 weeks.
You got
now.
the candy aisle now filled with
So-
Halloween candy.
Just waiting for that Spirit Halloween to open somewhere around here.
Yeah.
I think it's already open.
Is it?
Yeah. So, but that's all we have for you for this episode of the Sleazy Podcast, the world-renowned Sleazy Podcast, I might add. As always, my call to action is to share the show just with one person. And from there, maybe they'll like it and share it with somebody else. That's the goal, ultimately.
Share it with anyone you're catfishing.
And don't be afraid to interact with us on social media. We're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, X. And
X gonna give it to you.
X gonna give it to you, baby. And what else are we on? Instagram? Yeah, we're on Instagram. We're on everything.
I think we got some pretty funny TikToks. I'm not gonna lie. Should definitely give those a like.
My TikTok has become me just bashing you guys. Like, I don't even I can't even think of anything to bash myself about yet, but yeah, I do bash you. Even though my Mitch McConnell Canes one was great. Cane sauce. I love that thing. Cracking me up. But yep, that's all we have for you. And as always, remember, keep it sleazy.
Thanks for listening to the Sleazy Podcast. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and remember, listen to Sleazy.